Hi, parents and scholars. First things first, we'd like to thank all you scholars for your hard work and everything that you've been doing at home. We know it's a tough time, and um, just the students' participation and their launch and their office hours, is a great deal to you and your reminders. So thank you. This week we are going to be focusing on problem and solution as our strategy. And so for Monday, um, your objective is that the student can identify two examples of problem and solution in the chapters. So they're going to start on page 8 on this packet. Vocabulary word for this week is shrouded. You would find that on page 120 in the book. And you can also find it on the vocabulary packet. We have the little definition. And then the student will also complete two examples. Actually, they'll do one example of problem and solution because Miss DRC and I will identify a problem and solution when we read the one and only Ivan.
Scholars, I want to also remind you, when we give you the page number in the vocabulary, that is just there for a reference. You don't have to use that sentence. You can be more than welcome to use your own sentence, as well as for your problem and solution. It can be anything from any of the chapters that you read that day. It doesn't have to go along with what me and Ms. Gonzalez give you as the example.
And we're going to move over to Tuesday, May the 19th. That would be on page 9. Your vocabulary word is going to be forge. You can find that on page 126. And then you are going to watch the video of Miss Darcy and I reading pages 121 to 123. And then you will take turns reading with Miss Darcy and I pages 125 and 126. And then you have one comprehension question. So then if we move over to Wednesday, which is May 20th, your new vocabulary word is venture, which is found on page 127. And this time you are going to read pages 127 to 129 with a score of 3, which means you're going to be able to read those pages with nice fluency and smoothness and with less than 5 pronunciation errors. And then scholars, you will also have to have your parent use the scoring guide on page 11 and give you a score. And parents, just remember to always refer back to the 3, 2, 1, and then write your child's score.
Scholars, on page 11. Also remember that all your comprehension questions are also going to be based on problem and solution. So any previous videos that me and Ms. Gonzalez upload or anchor charts or anything like that can apply for the whole week.
That is correct. And then we move to Thursday, which is our reading and writing day. And here you are going to be looking at the new word amplify. You're going to find that on page 127 in your book. You are then going to reread pages 135 and 137, and you are going to score your own reading fluency. Okay, going back to page 11 and giving yourself a score of 3, 2, or 1. And then you're going to complete the graphic organizer on problem and solution. And scholars, you're familiar with this through SFA, through your literacy block class. We use these. So we want to make sure that you put the characters, the setting, where and when, and that what is a problem. And some of the events, at least 3 events that have to do with that problem, either before or after, and then the solution. How do the characters find a solution for that problem?
Scholars, I want to make sure that you understand. It's from like the 10 chapters that we read that week. So within those whole 10 chapters, you can make a pretty good story map like this based off those 10 chapters, since there's a lot of events that happen in every chapter. So make sure you pick the biggest problem at the very beginning of our reading and then how that is solved towards the end of our 10 chapters.
The last thing you have to do is your quick write. And we are focusing on what was the promise that Ivan made to Stella before she died, and how can he keep this promise? So, parents and scholars, that is our video for this week. We also want to congratulate those students, um, Charlie Wiebe, Alvaro Rodriguez, Iris Garcia, Landon Rosas, and I'm missing, Dora Marie Bustamante for their 100% participation on coming to launch and office hours and completing their assignments either in the packet or on Google Classroom. Good job, scholars.
Bye, you guys.
Bye,
Have a
guys.
great week.